It's my pleasure to bring to you today Peter Redding, author of Positively Brilliant Self-Mastery, founder of the Foundation for Inspired Learning, and co-founder of Coach for Life. Hi Peter, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, I've been hearing so much great things about you and what's going on, and I thought I'd take the time to just sit down and chat with you and find out what's going on. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Well, I have a number of companies. I have a coach training school that we train spiritual-based people that want to take the coaching into their lives, into their careers, into their current professions, and develop a coaching practice, perhaps.
Wonderful.
I'm also we've started a nonprofit foundation back about 8 years ago, and we teach teachers how to teach better. We help corporate trainers to train better, and that is very exciting work. And I'm a professional coach. I coach visionaries, world-changing visionaries from around the world. So I have a number of activities I'm involved in addition to being an author.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
And you know, with all those great things you have going on with those businesses, what do you feel is the key to your success?
It's a great question, actually. I would say it's authenticity.
Wow.
I think it really boils down to that. I think it boils down to knowing my life's work and knowing that I'm doing it every single day in all those various activities. There's a pureness to it. There's a humbleness to it. There's a great sense of gratitude that I have in terms of being able to know that I'm doing my life's work, and it comes through very powerfully.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So how do you consistently translate your vision to your target audience?
That's another great question. I think there's a process that goes on for me. One is to consciously remember what my vision is. You know, is my vision something that is connected directly to my life's purpose? So that's probably the first step. The second step is I believe that I can express that vision or that life's purpose in many different venues. So I can do that in my personal relationships, I can do that with my colleagues, I can do that with people that I train. And so the audience, let me share an insight with you.
Oh, great.
About 8-9 years ago, I knew what my life's work was going to be all about, and it scared the hell out of me. And I wasn't ready for it. I hadn't developed the personal stamina, the personal foundation to go out in the world and be an advocate for the things I'm an advocate for now. And so I had to do a lot of personal work to get myself ready to do the work that I'm doing now. And there was also a little battle going on that said, you know, with my spirit, that says, okay, I got the message, but who would you like me to deliver it to now? Right?
Yeah.
So there's a sense of disownership or disconnect that it seemed too big for me. And so it triggers that because my real sense of my audience is the whole world. Anyone that is involved with any kind of education, formal or informal, continuous or intermittent, is my audience. Anyone that's a human being that wants to live their own life is my audience. So when I talk with marketing people and they start talking about, okay, so how do you want to niche this? How do you define your marketplace, your audience? Who are you trying to reach? It's been very difficult for me over the last 3 years to start defining, okay, so who are they? I mean, yes, it's the whole world, but as they say, the whole world doesn't come in to Barnes & Noble and there's a sign that says, okay, this is for the whole world section. And so that's been somewhat difficult, and where I've come to that is those people that are self-selected, those people that are ready to do the work, those people that are up to really big things in the world, And the way I define those is world-changing visionaries. People that are ready, willing, and able, and have the resources in terms of time and money to go out and do the work that they're meant to be doing. And so it's in a great sense through leverage.
Wow.
So that's sort of the connecting the dots part of it.
That's really interesting.
Thank you.
With every success, there's usually a path. And along that path, a lot of times, we have roadblocks.
Mm.
So what is your method for turning those roadblocks to your vision into fuel to drive your passion?
Ooh, juicy. Well, okay, so let's work through that question. Well, I just talked about one of those roadblocks was me, and it's mostly me. You know, the roadblocks, I think that might be somebody else or something else or the economy or I don't have enough money or that, you know, those are superfluous, frankly. It boils down to, do I have the courage? Do I have the wherewithal? Do I have the passion? You know, is this my work to do? That's one of my key questions when I come up to a roadblock. Is this my work to do? And if it is my work to do, then the roadblock seems to dissipate. It becomes less. So that's one thing. If it's a huge roadblock and I ask the question, not is it hard, I think that's the wrong question, but is this my work to do? Is this why I'm here on my planet? This is my life's purpose, part of my life's purpose, or expressing of that life purpose. Then it becomes, oh, okay, so the question I ask myself is, what do I need to prepare myself to do this work? What do I need in this moment or this 6 months or this juncture, you know, this path that I'm coming up to? What do I need to do internally to take the right path or to align with the right path? The connection to vision for me, again, is a direct connection to life purpose. There are a lot of projects, there are a lot of people that come to me and say, you know, I'd love to have you be part of this project, Peter. And I go through, I used to say, yeah, I'd love to, thank you. It's like, they need me. That felt really good. What I found after about 35 years, I was exhausted. Because I'd said yes to everybody in terms of, you know, corporate world of, you know, I want you to be on this project, I want you to go out and do this in the world, I want you to do this. But there's, again, the differentiation for me at this juncture is, well, about 25 years ago was, is this my work to do? Is this why I'm here on the planet right now? Or is this meant to be somebody else's? So I don't ask, is this a worthy cause? Because most of them are. But is it my work to do? And so that's a real key junction for me in terms of decision making of where I choose to go. And a basis of that, again, is, does this fulfill my life's purpose?
Wow, that's great insight.
Mm.
That is really great insight.
Yeah, that's a jewel. That took me about 10 years to get through that one.